All right, it's time to lay this topic to rest. At first, I was nervous about bringing this up, but it's time to lay this topic to rest. I really don't care anymore. It's time to fucking out it, yo. Let's just drop it down. Let's drop the fucking nuke today. Whew, this one's gonna be definitely touchy subject. Definitely, this is gonna make some people get cheese, but as I just said, I don't give a fuck because this is what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right. Um, and most of you are actually probably going to be on my side when it comes to relating to this. And then the rest of you, not most of you, but the rest of you are just going to be like the sheeps that you are, or whatever the fuck. And that's cool. I'm not dissing you for that. I'm just saying that you're a sheep, and that's what you choose to do. That's who you choose to be. But today we're going to be breaking it down. I just want to hear how your day is going first, and then we're going to dive into it. TikTok, Insta, Facebook, YouTube. You know what's good. Tyson, what's up? What's up? Yo, that's Natural Nomad up in the house. He's killing it. He's fucking crushing it. How's your day going, bro? Rahul, thanks for joining. Romeo, what's good? Damien, what's up? One Piece 7, he says, do you watch anime? Yeah, I don't watch all the anime. I watch Dragon Ball and Baki exclusively. That's it. I really don't care. Anyway, some weird shit's going on TikTok. It's funny, but I'm not gonna pay attention to that. We're gonna dive right into it today. I'm not gonna be on the air too long. If you don't know how this usually goes, you're welcome to drop comments or ask questions as I go along. And then at the end of the podcast recording, when I'm done recording, I will be reading some of the comments in question. Of course, stick to the subject, or else I'm just gonna ignore it. I might laugh, but again, we're gonna keep it a stack here. We're gonna keep it, straight to the point. Without actually trying to offend anybody, right? I just want to get my message across. And if you're a sensitive person, if you're a person that usually gets fucking triggered by people's having their voice spoken or having freedom of speech, then I'm warning you now just to leave politely, respectfully, if you get triggered by people's opinions. Okay, so I'm not saying this to preface with any bullshit because I'm just here to speak my mind. You have the freedom of choice to enter this live stream podcast and the freedom of choice to fucking disappear. It's up to you. Brandon, what's good? I see you, homie. All right, so that's your little warning there. That's your trigger warning. But without wasting any time, we're gonna dive into today's podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, welcome to the Natural Nomad podcast, where we keep it real about how we feel and what we deal with in life. This is the number one podcast for anyone on this planet, country, or nation who wants to make an amazing mental and physical natural transformation. Disclaimer, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Not because I want to be mean, but because I fucking respect you. So if you tune in and decide to give me the time out of your life that you know you'll never get back, the very least I can do for you is keep it a stack. Now that that's out the way, let's chat with IFBB Pro Matt Wutale. Let's get raw, nomads. What's good, chess bras, chess broads, whatever the fuck you identify as. You're welcome here, so long you bring positivity and good fucking energy. All right. So before we dive into it, I'm gonna let you guys and girls know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns as I go along the podcast. Feel free to drop them down in the comment section in the live stream. And at the end of the recording, I'm going to get to it and respond to you, give you the answer that you need. And if it's a little bit too private or a little bit too hits close to home and you don't want to air it out on on social media, I completely understand that. Feel free to just give me a one-on-one DM, and then I can do my best to actually help you out and give you the answer that I know, of course, if I'm qualified to answer the question. I don't know everything in the world, as you already know. All right, so most of you don't know the topic of today's podcast, and usually by now I let people know what we're talking about. But this one, I just wanted to, I honestly just wanted to get as many people into these rooms here on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, just so when you hear what I have to talk about, you have the option to leave or join, as opposed to just letting your ignorance or your lack of ignorance make you join. Right? I'm not here to be prejudiced. I'm not here to belittle anyone. I'm not here to really. I'm only here to speak facts. I'm only here to uh, present things the way that I see them from my perspective. And if you resonate with this perspective, cool. If you don't resonate with this perspective, I hope that you are open enough to, criticism, or at least criticizing, to stick around and actually see where I come from and maybe even challenge me, which I'm 100% open with, because again, what the hell is the point of being on the air and speaking if you're not going to actually, have people challenge your ideas? All right. I'm not here to be one mind, say centered in only one form of thought. All right. So without wasting any time, I've wasted already almost 5 minutes. We're going to talk about today's point, today's topic, what's actually probably going to get me canceled if I speak on this, just based off of the way that people are nowadays in the modern age with this new. And again, I'm not here to talk about any political things. Believe me when I say that. You can have your own political stance with their new, like victim mindset. And I'm saying new because this is something that is becoming increasingly more popular amongst social media, increasingly more popular, just in general. It's so many other facets of life, especially in politics too, which we won't be diving into. But victim mentality, bro, and specifically, and this is what might get me canceled: fat acceptance. Okay, if you've got something to say about that, again, I'm open to hearing about it. I want you to talk about it if you feel confident enough bringing it up. That's cool. If you don't feel confident enough bringing it up, again, you can listen or you can leave. This is your warning. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want you just sitting here to report my content simply because you're upset or it makes you mad because I'm speaking my voice. And that's another part of the victim mindset people. Those people just complain. They're champions of complaining. Anyway, so I've got pretty much 8 points that I want to bring down here, short and sweet. And of course, you're more than welcome to drop your comments and questions along the way as I go through this. And then at the end, I'm going to skim through it and get your perspective. All right. So we've got 32 people here watching on TikTok and about 6 people here on Instagram. One person on Facebook and one person on YouTube there. So we got quite a few people just here listening. It's almost funny. It's like you want to see me get canceled because most people don't usually tune in that fast. But I digress. All right. So let's look at this like from the top down, in my perspective, Eagles bird of view. Not to say that I'm on a pedestal or anything, but this is how I just view everything. All right. And again, feel free to drop your questions and comments if you want to challenge. Okay. So I want to let you know first things first, I'm not denying your existence, quote unquote, when I bring these facts up. Okay. And that's one of the main things that people that speak from my POV have to deal with. It's like people that actually are like, oh well, you're fucking denying my existence because you're making me feel bad. No, this is called meaningful discourse. People can bring up their opinions, just as you bring up your opinions, and I may get upset. I'm not going to say you're denying my existence because wherever it is that you stand on your perspective, doesn't align with my values. That's not even fair in a discussion. That's not even what the point of the discussion is. So that's number one. I wanted to just say I'm not denying your existence by stating facts. Facts based on health, science, experience, and what goes on in the real world. All right. So number two, I want to bring up facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. That's why I have to preface with number one. I'm not here to deny your existence or belittle you, but I have to remind you facts don't care about your feelings. Okay. Facts do not care about your feelings. If you are overweight, if going up 3 flights of stairs wins you, knocks you down, makes your lungs like fucking, makes your heart palpitate, like you're out of shape. And no, I'm not bringing this up to make you feel like shit about yourself. No, I'm not bringing this up to deny you your existence. I'm bringing this up because it's alarming. It's alarming not only that people can get to that stage, which again can happen for many reasons. People have thyroid issues, so on and so forth, and genetic predispositions, which is I'm not denying, but their lack of accountability, their victim mindset, the fat acceptance mindset that perpetrates the notion that oh well, it's okay, to be this way. It's okay to live like this on a ticking time bomb. I don't stand for that, and I'll never stand for that. And so long I'm on this earth serving people as a fitness coach, so long as I'm on this earth serving people as a fitness influencer, a professional bodybuilder, a natural professional bodybuilder at that, an advocate for health, I won't support that. And that notion, unfortunately, supported so fucking prevalently throughout social media, like this whole entire fat acceptance movement and so on and so forth. It's like, put it this way. I remember and this was on TikTok. I got banned on TikTok about 5 fucking times, okay, for posting transformation related videos regarding myself, and saying how the gym improved my life and how the gym made me better and how the gym just made me enjoy life altogether, and like the people that I met there, the amazing relationships. Those videos got taken off 5 times. All right, taken down 5 times, and I got banned for spreading something that I viewed as positive, that was health conscious, being responsible for your nutrition. 5 times I was fucking suspended. Okay, my account was suspended, and why? I looked into the guidelines. It says it violated sexual guidelines because I was showing my body. But on the same token, In the same token, I'm going on social media and I'm seeing morbidly obese like it's not funny. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm not saying this to deny your existence. I'm not saying this to be a dick. Morbidly obese people on the verge of fucking death, bro. They're posting their physiques all over the place. This is what you should strive for. This is what's okay. This is what's acceptable. And it's literally the flip opposite of what I'm doing. Like dead ass. Like you're encouraging motherfuckers to get closer to death, and that's what it is. You're closer to death if you're in that position. And that's the message being fucking perpetuated. Like, how am I, the health conscious, the responsible, and like amongst bodybuilders, I don't take PEDs, and drugs are prevalent in bodybuilding, and even that alone, like it pissed me off because I wrote to them. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Double check, look at all my content. I'm not here to put people down or anything of the sort. Oh, would you look at that now? TikTok's viewers went from 32 to 3 because of the sheep mind, but I don't give a fuck. I'm here to just speak my mind. So like that happened. I reached out to them. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. They apologized, and I was like, okay, whatever. They reinstated my account 5 fucking times, and they keep doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep doing this shit. And I personally don't really care because, should they actually fucking whatever delete my account, I'll make another one. Like this is social media. I'll just make another account. It's not a big deal. But it's the message that's being portrayed. Like this is 2022. I have no children yet. I don't have kids yet. But I fear the fucking world where my children are being, encouraged to you know what I mean? Like, here, kill yourself is essentially what they're saying. This is the image that you should be okay with. This is what you should be. This is what's right. Not to say that anything is inherently right or wrong, but I want to say what's being responsible is the right thing. And it doesn't seem responsible to me to absolve yourself of any fucking accountability just because it's easier, just because it makes you feel better. Like what it does it feel better? What is this about? Feeling better, or is this about living longer? When I say feel better, I'm speaking strictly emotionally because there's no way, at least in my personal perspective, there's no way I can fathom somebody, struggling to get upstairs, struggling to lay down and stand up as somebody that feels better than, someone that's not even like jacked, like someone that's just fit, someone that not even fit, someone that's just healthy, man, like able bodied, can do things, many things that can do the things that human beings are supposed to do. Put it that way, without much difficulty. Like if you struggle to tie your shoes, and I'm not saying this to fucking belittle you. I'm not saying this to deny you of your existence. But if simple fucking tasks are extremely difficult for you because of your weight, it's time to look in the mirror, or at least go to the doctor and get yourself fucking checked out. And when I say go to the doctor, I'm not even talking about just your weight. I'm talking about psychologically speaking as well, because it's not just the fact that you have a lot of fat on you that you're unhealthy, it's your psychology. The fact that you let food do that to you in conjunction with possible genetic predispositions, possible thyroid issues. Like these are serious fucking medical, like you got to get this checked out. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing about this is, and I want to say this without offending anybody, if you're watching this in the replay, your excuses aren't fucking valid. There's always a way to make progress. How many of you guys and girls here have watched My 600 Pound Life? Huh? My 600 Pound Life on TLC. How many of you fucking people have watched that? Okay. You've seen, if you've watched it, you've seen motherfuckers north of 700 pounds cut down to like 300 pounds. Okay. I'm sure they had most of, if not all of them, correct me if I'm mistaken, have genetic predispositions to being obese, to being fat, thyroid issues. I'm sure, like, I believe, like, there's no way you can actually get to that size, I personally believe, without having a genetic predisposition and some form of, like, I don't even want to call it illness, but disadvantage when it comes to your body packing on fat. I believe they all have, you know, it's just it's harder for them. I believe that. But even those people can lose 500 fucking pounds in 2, 3, 5 years. So when I go on fucking social media and I see, well, I've tried everything, this diet, that diet, doing this workout, that bull fucking shit on a stick on fire, because that's not true. It's just not. And I'm not saying that to be rude. As I said, I'm here to keep it a stack, man. I'm not here to be a dick or anything. Like, I'm being honest with you because I fucking respect you. If I did not respect you, if I wanted you to die, I would tell you, bravo, keep on your fat acceptance. If I wanted you to fucking drop dead, that's what I would say. But I clearly don't. And the notion that it's okay to be that way is fucking wrong. Period. Flat out. You feel me? Like, how, bro, your excuses are not valid. They may be real, but it's an obstacle. You can overcome this. As I said, there are people that have lost 500 pounds. They're losing more weight than you weigh as an obese person. And your excuse is it's just not possible because X, Y, and Z. Shake my head. Okay. Again, as I said, I don't care if this upsets you because on the flip side, I get muscle shamed. And I honestly, I'm bringing this up and it may sound like I'm trolling, and I'm mildly trolling because personally, I don't give a fuck about what people think about me when it comes to my physique, when it comes to my ideologies, when it comes to pretty much anything. Like, I'm aware that I'm going to be who I am regardless, even if all these fucking cameras are shut off. Period. People go on my fucking shit. Yesterday, someone was like arguing, even if you're a natural bodybuilder, there's no way that bodybuilding is natural, or there's no way that being jacked is natural. They're advocating, they're saying, and this was the dumbest thing ever. God forgive me. But being obese, being overweight is because it's more prevalent in society that it's natural. Because it occurs more common in like more frequently in nature, or at least in Western culture, that it is natural. And that even if I'm a natural bodybuilder, with that does not take PEDs, that just has a discipline, that goes to the gym and I eat healthy and I have accountability and actual responsibility and I value my life and I want to live a long one, somehow in some way I'm inherently less natural than somebody that is obese just because more people are obese. That fucking notion made me laugh yesterday. And I was having, it wasn't even a heated debate. I just started spewing knowledge for like 20 minutes, like 5 chat boxes on Twitter, just to whoever this thing was, because again, I don't want to misgender people, and that's another subject. But that goes to show this victim mentality and like how society is fucking like perpetuating towards this like postmodernism, fucking Marxist type of. We're not talking about that today, all right? But what I'm telling you is this: it was so fucking ridiculous to have to explain that obesity, that being unhealthy is not okay. Like, the fact that that's not common knowledge scares me out of my fucking socks. It's not funny. Like, it's not funny. It's like, imagine if I couldn't even, like, bro, my brain is freezing thinking about it. Like, I'm glitching right now. This is ridiculous. And just to think, like, yo, 20 years, 25 years from now, I've got my children growing up on this planet. It's a fucking nightmare, blood. Believe me, this is scary. It's scary, and people can't have like you should not be like that's not okay. This whole fat acceptance movement, it's suicide in slow motion. I said it with my fucking chest. Cancel me. I don't give a shit. I'll just make another account and tell you the same shit another day. That's the main reason why I'm a fucking online fitness coach. I hate seeing people just scrape by in their own life, in their own skin, because they have the lack of knowledge. If you've got a lack of knowledge, cool. I'll help you. If you've got a lack of motivation, amazing. I'll help you. If you have a lack of whatever it is that's stopping you from getting to where you need to go, as a coach, it's my due diligence to help you. So long you reach out and understand that you have a problem, which takes accountability. And if you refuse to accept your own responsibility and accountability, that's one thing. Psychologists can help. Doctors can help if you actually look at your stats and the doctors tell you how close you are to being diabetic or whatever it is. That's another thing. But if you get all that information and you decide to do nothing, I don't want to say that's fine. You know what I mean? But what I'm not going to do is perpetuate that and say that that's the way to be. That's just the complete opposite. That's fucking dangerous, bro. Imagine you have a 7-year-old child, 250, 200, and this happens in the States, 250-pound 7-year-old kid. Love your body. That kid could die in the sleep, bro. Sleep apnea. The bones aren't even developed enough to do like what the fuck, people. Sometimes I'm thinking, man, especially with social media nowadays, fat acceptance, dangerous. You're gonna kill people, man. It's not healthy for your fucking mind. All right. Society today lacks accountability. They want the world to mold to conform to their not even agenda, just to conform to what makes them feel comfortable. This is the same planet where motherfuckers died for no reason. You know that, right? And I'm not saying that to bring us to to like a negative memory or any negative memories or flashbacks in the past. But if you look at history, the world doesn't bend for anybody. Okay. It just doesn't. And the fact that people are trying to mold society to make it that way, again, you can put your efforts down, continue to do that, but the world isn't going to bend to anybody's favor. Like, you want to, have this fat acceptance thing, have it. Cool. Watch the mortality rates increase at younger ages because more people are okay with being obese. That's just law, man. It's health. Your heart doesn't care. It'll just crap out. Your brain doesn't care. It'll just have a stroke. Like, fuck what you feel. Facts are real. You feel me? It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. If this gets me canceled, I'm fucking ready for it. I don't give a shit. And again, I'm mainly bringing this out into the air because I know that when I have children, this is going to be my stance. If they start teaching this shit in schools to my children that it's okay, that first of all, if that's the case, my kid, private school or homeschool, period. And I'm not saying my kid has to be a bodybuilder or a top level athlete like me, but what I am saying is that I'm gonna refuse any notion that encourages my child to believe, my future child to believe that not having any form of accountability or responsibility is the way to live. It's not. And this goes beyond fucking, you know, fat acceptance. This is deep. We're not gonna dive into politics. We're not gonna dive into politics, but this whole lack of accountability thing, not for it. Strap your boots up. The world's a fucking mean, nasty place. Don't go walking around all cushy and shit thinking everything's sweet that you could just tell people this is the way to think, and that's supposed to happen. Like you're supposed to think that being fat is okay. So therefore it's okay because a lot of people think it. Even if everybody in the world thought being fat was okay, when your body has a heart attack, it's still gonna have a heart attack. When you have a stroke, you're still gonna have a stroke. When you get cancer, you're gonna get cancer. Whatever the fuck people think doesn't matter. Facts over feelings, seriously, people. As I said at the start of the video, I'm not denying you your existence if you're overweight, or if you're obese. What I am doing is just laying out what the fuck is already there and what's been known, what's been recorded, what's been studied for decades on end. Frustrates me that that when I put up a video or a picture of my physique, of any sort of form of positive progress or positive motivation, gym motivation for people to actually get into the gym and get active, it's taken down and I get my account striked or banned. But on the flip side, you have people encouraging slow suicide. What the fuck else is there to say on that? Just be honest with yourself. I guess that's the only thing I can say. Be honest with yourself. Is this something that you truly believe is for the betterment of like society? Like you actually like first of all, are you even comfortable if you're overweight watching this? Are you really comfortable? And again, I'm not just saying mildly overweight because again, you can be able-bodied, overweight, do a lot of things. You can run. I'm not saying you're even disabled. I'm just saying like to push for people to be more like you, to be more, to be closer to that side, like just closer to health side effects. What's better, being closer or further away from health side effects? What's better, being closer to pre-diabetic or diabetic or further away? What's better, closer to the risk of a heart attack or further away? Not even. I'm just saying that to replace the word obesity because that's what the fuck it is. That's what you're closer to. You can hate me, cool, but you can't hate the facts. All right. So, thank you so much for your time and attention today. This is the number one podcast on this planet, country, or nation for anyone who wants to make an amazing mental and physical natural transformation. Again, Don't forget to implement at least one thing from this podcast. Remember, information without implementation is just fucking noise. Again, what I want you to take away from this is just to be fucking accountable. Okay. If you're uncomfortable in your skin, if you know you're closer to health risks, do something about it. And psychologically as well. You might want to hire a therapist to help you with your eating problems. I'm not saying that as a fucking joke. It's real. All right. So if you laugh, cried, got any value, motivation, or inspiration from this podcast, share it out to one friend who you know will enjoy it too. All right. Shameless plug. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, MATT space BUTALE, Matt Butale, to see how I live my life outside of social media. And also, if you want to lose 25 pounds and become a part of the Natural Nomad Academy, feel free to DM me and I'll see if you'd be a good fit. Again, you do have to qualify for the program. I don't just take on anybody. All right. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. Natural IFBB Pro Matt signing out. Boom. All right. That's it. I recorded the podcast there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to read some of the comments here on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and then I'm going to head off and enjoy the rest of my Friday. And we'll, of course, return back to these podcasts on Monday because I do them every single Monday to Friday. All right. So just give me a sec. I'm going to look at TikTok, see what we got going on here. Again, we got 1.1K likes. Dope. I appreciate y'all there. I'm super, super, super fucking grateful, especially on TikTok to have gotten 1,000 likes on this podcast slash live stream because TikTok is like the number one most toxic place when it comes to this shit. But you guys here are real ones, and I fucking appreciate you. Hey Adam, what's up? I know where you. Yeah, that's some weird shit. I just came. What's going on? You talked about vaccine, didn't you? Nope, I didn't talk about the vaccine, Nick. I was talking about fat acceptance. OG Pigeon says, "Yo, it's not about living longer; it's about living better, 100%. So being healthy is a better option. Fuck yeah, I love that." He says, "I seen it. There you go, bro." Nick says, "Preach." I try in life. Says, "Yes, sir." He also says, "All it takes to lose weight is discipline and consistency." Discipline, consistency, and accountability. To recognize that you've got a problem. To recognize that you got to hold yourself responsible for something before it gets even further out of control. That's like the third thing I'd say. So discipline, consistency, and accountability. And with accountability comes responsibility. So I love that you said that. And he also says, "Preach, brother." I appreciate you, dog. Ready my or read my bio. 1K says, "What motivates you?" I want to start working out, but I'm lazy and nothing motivates me. Dude, nothing motivates me. Discipline, not nothing motivates me. That's actually not a lie, but a false statement. I get motivated and I also get discouraged. But what keeps me going on is discipline. It's like motivation to get you started when it comes to creating habits. And then once you have those habits, discipline keeps you glued to, cementing those habits, in my opinion. Um, so again, when I look at myself in the mirror, it's not like, oh fuck, I don't feel like doing it today, so I'm not gonna do it. It's more so like I don't feel like the day is done, or I don't. It's like brushing your teeth per se. I just don't feel like it's something worth missing, or it's something like you want to go around with a smelly mouth. Like it's not worth missing brushing your teeth. Once you get so consistent, once you create a habit out of it, it sort of becomes like that. So in my perspective, it's like brushing your teeth. And I hope that you're able to understand a little bit better through that analogy or that metaphor, because that's simply how it is. I just choose not to ignore myself on that day. Like just as important as your oral hygiene is, it's like I look at it like my physical hygiene. Like I just can't miss. Like the days that I have to rest are the days that I have to rest. And the same applies to my nutrition. There's some days, like even today, where I'm going to probably be having pizza, just enjoying myself. There's some days where I drink alcohol, but majority of the time, motivated or not, my discipline overrules everything. Okay. So that's what I can say to you, bro. Let's see here. What's going on Instagram. I'm just going to read all the comments here that were dropped earlier. Boom. Okay, let's see. Lizzie says it's so much better now that I see you. I appreciate you, Lizzie. Hey, Benny, what's good? She's let's see. She says just love watching me, period. I appreciate that. I appreciate your presence. Um, homie says so text is like, yeah, it's because people will post their socials and get comments like you go great. Yeah, exactly. They're encouraging that fat acceptance shit. Um Text also says that that's not okay. Wait, Yeah, man, and exactly, it's not happening because you're in shape. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I appreciate you, Lizzie. I appreciate the positivity. Damien, what's good? Straight facts. That's what he says. Benny also says, normalizing poor health habits is dangerous as fuck. Problem in society is, many are too scared to even educate their kids anymore because it might hurt their feelings. Ugh, fuck, facts over feelings, bro. Growing up, I got the belt, man. Do you legit think, oh, I'm not even gonna give my kids the belt, but verbally they're gonna get what's coming to them because I just give a fuck about them. No one in this planet is gonna care more about my children than me. Period. Don't give a fuck who you think you are, but my flesh and blood is my flesh and blood, and you're not standing in the way of that. When it comes to ideologies, when it comes to perspectives, when it like the world isn't going to teach my kid. I'm going to teach my kid to adapt to the world. You know what I'm saying? At least he said he's really trying to be very considerate to everyone. Again, if they find they're gonna find a way to get offended by this or fucking talk down, and I personally don't care. Happens all the time. Just doing my due diligence, right? Because just to show you, like I'm literally not coming from that perspective. I don't hate people, but I hate notions and I hate the way society is moving in the direction that it is, with this apologist fucking victim mindset being a standard. Ty says responsibility and accountability, the big two right there. Fuck yeah. I appreciate you, Liz. Benny, yeah, big facts, bro. Love that show. Kind of, yeah, I got kind of heated up there, Liz. Lucas, what's good? I appreciate you there. Tyson says, my profession was extremely efficient because everything was called what it is. Realistic and effective solutions can be created if you acknowledge what the real problem is. Facts equal tangible results, period. No if, ands, or fucking buts. I love that you said that, Tyson. Tyson's one of my clients. He lost 10 pounds in just under 2 weeks, and he's continuing to progress, right? So he speaks from experience, right? And when I speak with experience as well. Like this is something that I'm voicing my opinion on because I legit spend my time doing this to help other people. I'm not here to fucking be a bully, all right? Speaking like this because I care. Billy, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Ty. SD, what's up? Benny also says, you know what the most annoying part is? Sounds like an asshole, or yeah, sounds like an asshole, but I don't care. When lazy people want the same respect as some who actually put in the work. Exactly. And it's like, I see what you're saying, but I'm seeing this more of like a validation versus encouragement. So the encouragement is on the part of those people that are actually responsible and putting in work. Like you're encouraging others to do what you do, like going to the gym, eating healthy, being responsible, being accountable, having a discipline. Whereas the people that, post the content that are, doing this fat acceptance movement thing are they're doing it for virtue. They're virtue signaling. You're bad if you don't accept me, or they're doing it for validation because they probably don't feel good about themselves. I don't know that 100%, but I mean, basic psychology would indicate that, based off of the way that human beings use social media, and even people that are jacked, can do that as well, and post just for validation. But at least the people that post that are fit and that are disciplined, that are dedicated, they're posting to better the society, is what I would assume, in terms of telling others and encouraging and motivating others to take more responsibility of their health, okay, and do things. At least they provide value and say, this is what I eat, this is how I eat, this is what how I train, and they're offering some sort of value, tangible value that can be applied to anyone's life to help them lose weight, like myself, for example, right? But I like that you said that. Josh, hey man, what's up? K dot, what's good? Ty says, um although people at work 10% actually do the work, the 90%, the rest. 100%, bro. 100%. Daniel says facts. I appreciate you. Tattoo, it's good. All right, guys. Dope. Jack, I appreciate the follow, Jack. Says, can you train me, my G? Shoot me a message on Instagram. All right. So go to my bio, hit up my Instagram, shoot me a message on Instagram, and we can chat about that. I don't take on everybody. You do have to qualify for the Natural Nomad Academy. So we can chat a little bit, and then I can screen you, see a little bit of what you're about, where you're at with your current physique, where you want to go. And then if you'll be a good fit for the program, of course, we can get you to qualify. All right. But shoot me a message on Instagram, and we can talk about that. I appreciate you, Jack. Now Facebook here. Let's see what we've got. I'm here, Brandon McCool. I appreciate you, Brandon. He had a question. Shit. He left a while ago, so I know he's not here. Maybe I might respond to you in another live stream. But he says, "What's the number one thing that you worked on? Worked on that held you back from competing on stage and getting a chance to be an IFBB pro." So that's something I'll do another day. When it comes to stage presence, confidence, and just courage and finding meaning and working towards something that I view as meaningful in my life. All right, so that's something that definitely I'll be bringing up for another day, without a doubt. Um, but until then, you know what it is, guys and girls. I hope you have the sickest fucking weekend and the best Friday of your motherfucking life. You know what it is. We'll be back again Monday with another live stream. IFBB Pro Matt signing out. Let's go.